Big news, ladies and gentlemen. Charlie Kirk's assassin, apparently the suspect, is now in custody. Trump went on Fox and Friends just minutes ago to announce this. This is huge. He's dropping bombshells here. Good morning to everybody. I have not been able to really sleep as good as I have before. I really haven't been able to sleep at all in this political climate that we're in. But we have big breaking news from President Trump. So good morning. Welcome. If you're watching this in the afternoon, good afternoon. Make sure to comment down where you guys are watching from. Make sure to smash the like button. Thank you so much, guys, for being here. We got some big breaking news here from President Trump. And I just want to make sure that everybody is coming in here. The assassin, the suspect, is in custody. This is big news. Trump is announcing this live on Fox and Friends. He went on Fox News to make this announcement very early in the morning while he was already in New York City. A lot of people were making a huge deal because last night during the press conference in Utah, the FBI director and deputy director did not speak to people. So it looks like they were pretty much solving this behind the scenes without speaking to people. So let's go here to Trump's announcement on Fox and Friends. Okay, let me refresh. Let's make sure that you guys can hear me. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Here we go.
With you, he went out to be with Charlie Kirk's family and to get the body back to his hometown in Arizona. And you said you were going to award him the Presidential Medal of Freedom, which is very nice of you. Any updates on the suspect?
Yeah. Can I always say, I think, just to protect us all, and so Fox doesn't get sued and we all don't get sued and everything else. But I think with a high degree of certainty, we have him in custody, right? In custody.
Wow. A lot of people were bashing the FBI last night. A lot of people were bashing the FBI last night, saying that they were doing a horrible job, that all of this was terrible. Everybody's been doing a terrible job at this and finding this guy. And now the president of the United States of America has announced that with a high degree of confidence that he is in custody. We're about to get all the information that people have been seeking.
Everyone did a great job. We worked with the local police, the governor. Everybody did a great job. You know, getting somebody that you start off with absolutely nothing. And we started off with a clip that made him look like an ant. That was almost useless. We just saw there was somebody up there. And so much work has been done over the last 2.5 days. You know, it's amazing, actually, when you start off with that and then all of a sudden you get lucky or talent or whatever it is. But yeah, I think we're in great shape.
Mr. President.
He's in custody.
He's in custody. He is in custody, ladies and gentlemen. Now, here's what he had to say about his killer and what the consequences may look like. Trump dropping a bombshell here right now. Yeah, we have Trump at Fox News. It's very early in the morning right now. Many people don't even know what's going on.
I hope he's going to be found guilty, I would imagine. And I hope he gets the death penalty. What he did, Charlie Kirk was the finest person. He didn't deserve this. He worked so hard and so well. Everybody liked him. I've been watching. Even the left is having a hard time. They fired this guy Dowd from MSDNC, who's a terrible guy, terrible human being. But they fired him. I hear they're firing other people. And, you know, we're talking about radical left. Now, they're a little bit, but radical left networks and cable channels, horrible channels like MS. I always go at DNC because it's, you know, somehow affiliated with the Democrat National Committee. So, you know, it's a little statement you make. But MSNBC, but NBC, ABC, CBS, they're all terrible, absolutely terrible and unfair. But even they have been giving it sort of like this can't be allowed to happen. I hope.
By the way, I know there's been a lot of commotion about Trump's health, FYI, or if you guys even care, but I do think he looks pretty healthy right here. So that's him saying the death penalty would be the only appropriate after finding the killer. Now, we don't have a name. We don't have all the full information. He's just breaking this news live on Fox that he's in custody. Again, there's a lot more to happen. But This story right here, probably we're going to be talking about it for some time here. This story, essentially, this story about how they got the shooter, Trump tells it. You guys got to take a listen to this.
Yeah, I think that I don't want to go too far. I'd like to tell you some stories that how it happened, but essentially somebody that was very close to him turned him in. And that happens when you had some of those good shots. Somebody is going to say, whether it's a parent or whatever, I'd rather not say right now. They're going to announce it today, sometime later, probably talk about that. But somebody close to him turned him, they said, whoa. It's interesting where we had very good pictures, but not great, not perfect. And when you look at it, what happened is somebody, and this happens a lot. It happened with the crazy Boston bomber. It happened with others. Somebody that's close recognizes even a little tilt of the head, which nobody else would do. And somebody that was very close to him said, that's him. And essentially went to the father, went to a U.S. Marshal, who was fantastic, by the way. And the person was involved with law enforcement, but was a person of faith, a minister. And brought him to a U.S. Marshal, who was fantastic. And the father convinced the son, this is it. And again, I'm always subject to be corrected, but I'm just giving you, based on what I'm hearing, they'll give you a much more active. I just heard about it 5 minutes before I walked in. As I'm walking in, they said, looking real good. They have the person that they wanted. So you have breaking news, don't you? Huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Talk about breaking news, Trump. You just broke the biggest news. I am in Texas, and right now it is 7:26 in the morning. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. I tried to sleep. I really couldn't sleep. We don't have the shooter's name, not yet. We're going to get all that stuff. And literally, I'm pretty sure a few hours, there's going to be a press conference. There's going to be a lot of information coming out. Yeah. So, oh, man. Yeah. So that's him breaking the news here. By the way, real quick, where are you guys watching from? Where you guys watching from? What time is it? Where you guys are watching from here? Some of you guys are saying I do not recommend. I do not recommend the death penalty. Thank you, Lou. I don't recommend the death penalty. Let him rot in prison, and he will get an experience. He will. Well, that's going to be up to Utah. So Utah's South Africa. Wow, we got some people from South Africa here. Good morning, everybody. So here is a clip of the Spencer Cox, Governor Cox from Utah. He is announcing that the death penalty is a thing there. So that's probably what's coming next for this guy.
More than anything, we are going to catch this person. Last thing I will just say is we've been working with our attorneys, getting everything that we need, affidavits ready, so that we can pursue the death penalty in this case, and that will happen here in the state of Utah.
Yeah, so it looks like he's making the announcement that they're going to be pursuing the penalty for this. They're going to be pursuing the penalty. So yeah, the big breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just coming in here, big breaking news. Trump basically letting everybody know. And what's crazy about this story, this is a real story. I'm going to play it again because this story is unbelievable.
That he was radical left. And now you have more information. What can you share with us about his ideology?
Yeah, Lawrence, let me just, and by the way, Lawrence is doing a good job. What's going on?
Job. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you,
I said you were going to do well. But yeah, I think that I don't want to go too far. I'd like to tell you some stories that how it happened, but essentially somebody that was very close to him turned him in. And that happens when you had some of those good shots. Somebody is going to say, whether it's a parent or whatever, I'd rather not say right now. They're going to announce it today, sometime later, probably talk about that. But somebody close to him turned him, they said, whoa. It's interesting where we had very good pictures, but not great, not perfect. And when you look at it, what happened is somebody, and this happens a lot. It happened with the crazy Boston bomber. It happened with others. Somebody that's close recognizes even a little tilt of the head, which nobody else would do. And somebody that was very close to him said, that's him. And essentially went to the father, went to a U.S. Marshal, who was fantastic, by the way. And the person was involved with law enforcement, but was a person of faith, a minister. And brought him to a U.S. Marshal, who was fantastic. And the father convinced the son, this is it. And again, I'm always subject to be corrected, but I'm just giving you, based on what I'm hearing, they'll give you a much more active. I just heard about it 5 minutes before I walked in. As I'm walking in, they said, looking real good. They have the person that they wanted. So you have breaking news, don't you? Huh?
Thank you.
Always have breaking news, Ainsley. Sean's going to be very disappointed that we're not doing it on his show.
He'll be very thankful and appreciative of the
I think
police
so.
officers that got this
I
guy.
think they did a great job. Everybody worked together. Pam Bondi is incredible, by the way. People don't know what a star she is. She's incredible. And it all worked out.
Could I ask you just some clarification? So a pastor was able to turn him in, or they got the family of the shooter to turn them in?
Well, it was a minister, and the minister went to a minister who was involved with law enforcement, by the way. And his good friend is a top U.S. Marshal. And they took it from there. And then it was a father got involved, namely his father, and said, we're going to go in. And they, so I understand it. And again, subject to change. But, the facts are the facts. We have the person that we think is the person we're looking for. But they drove into the police headquarters, and he's there now.
Wow. Thank you for your donation. Christians, all who believe in Christ, isn't the time to hide or be silent, time to get loud. Charlie died for his faith. The original followers, we be willing to do the same. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. A minister who worked with the marshal. Wow. What a strong morning. Well, now things are going to get very, very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to get very interesting now, because now we go into details. And now this is where we're going to get all the information possible that we can get, about exactly who this guy was, who sent him, why did he do it? And I think I can make a prediction, right? I'm not trying to be insensitive here. I just know deep in your heart, you just know what this dude who did this stands for and what he believes in. Kind of just got it. It's kind of very obvious, but we're going to find out. They're going to go in, they're going to do investigations as to everybody. Very tragic time. Again, I don't know if anybody else has had trouble sleeping. I have had trouble sleeping. I have just been watching video after video. My head space has just been everywhere. I've been really talking to God, and just trying to get answers as to what is happening, what's next, what's coming next. There's a lot of hatred. There's a lot of back and forth. There's so many things, so many moving pieces. But yeah, man. Yeah, I'm not sure. Today we're gonna find out if it was that guy. The guy that you're talking about is a guy that many people many people have been saying that Charlie Kirk debated him. Charlie Kirk debated him. Someone said it's wartime. I don't know, man. I was listening to Nick Fuentes. I thought Nick Fuentes would say that. Nick Fuentes had a different message. Thought Nick Fuentes would be the most radical. I think a lot of people are in this chat are probably a lot more radical than Nick Fuentes at this point. But everybody was watching his stream to see what he was going to say last night. Prominent right-wing figures, prominent left-wing figures like Hassan Piker. There's like both sides. There's spraying messages. We are on the brink of something. We don't know what's going to happen. Only thing that I could do is pray. But I was very surprised to hear Nick say what he did say. He spoke about Jesus Christ for like the first 5 minutes, and I'm not gonna lie to you, that really threw me off. I was super surprised at what Nick Fuentes had to say last night. Yeah, very, very surprised. But if I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man, I can't wait to know. I can't wait to find out who this guy is. I can't wait to know what his links are. I can't wait to know what he was about. I can't wait to know all these things. I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't wait to know. I cannot wait to know. I just, because I want to confirm it. I know what I'm thinking. I know what I think in my head. I just know what this is. Once it's confirmed, I'll be able to be more at peace, but I'll know what's up. I think a lot of people are waiting to get those answers. I've never wanted more answers than before. I want it now. I really do. Because once you get to know what it was, who he was, and what he stood for, what he believed, what he watched, who he watched, why he did it, why he thought he had to do it, why he thought that this guy's words were so strong that he had to do it, he had to take him out. Why did he believe that? What was the foundation of that? I think we'll be able to see a clearer message. Or we just don't get any answers at all. Or we just don't get any answers at all. But I'd be lying if I told you guys that I just, that video is in my head. It plays in my head 24/7, 24 hours a day. It's in my head, bro. I am like everybody else. There is a form of trauma that we have gone through. I've gone through it because I've lived in the Bronx my entire life. I have seen people get shot. I've seen somebody get stabbed in the heart. I've seen crazy things, but I've never seen that. I've never seen that. I've never seen it happen like that. Immediate in the neck. I've never seen it happen like that. That I did not need to see, but I did see it, and it's okay. But man, I just never like I don't know. It's just paranoia, bro. Paranoia. You just get paranoid. You think, man, there are people out there that think that that's the answer, and that to me is what we need to address as America. And man, when I tell you, America is rotten, bro. We're cooked. Just look at people's comments about all of this. Let's be very careful. Charlie is a man of faith and wishes would be to forgive the person as Jesus Christ forgives us for our sins. Charlie asked to be remembered for his strong faith. Yes, before he died, he had a podcast where he said that if there's anything that he would want to be remembered for if he died, was his faith. Something that Nick Fuentes said last night as well. Again, we're looking at these prominent figures. We're going to see if they're going to incite anything. What are they going to do? What are they going to say? Many people thought that last night, a prominent figure in the right, in the super far right, right movement, they thought that Nick was going to go off the rails and call for violence. He didn't. You want to know what he did say? These lives are not for us to take. That's what he said. But he said many other things, which we don't need to talk about. But I think that a lot of people who want to bring and want to go to war, it's tough, man. As a Christian, it's tough. It's a very tough predicament. But that is my update this morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys have a good rest of your morning. That is my update. That is President Trump announcing that the suspect is in custody. The way that they got him was through a minister and was through the person's father. Death penalty is being talked about. Yeah, he was turned in by his own father, a minister working with law enforcement. Again, there's a lot of people saying who this guy was. So we're gonna get the answers very shortly, guys. There's gonna be a whole bunch of news coming out. I'll be sure to keep you guys updated. I'm just looking at my phone trying to get as many updates as I possibly could. Yeah. We're going to see, guys. We're going to see. Only thing that we do know is that he's in custody right now. Trust me, I'll get on live just like everybody else. We'll get on live stream later today. I'll do my best to keep you guys updated with everything, because I myself can't wait to find out either. See you guys on the next one.